The history and success story of Pac-Man. When thinking of video games that have left an indelible mark on pop culture, Pac-Man often comes to mind. Since its release in 1980, Pac-Man has become more than just a game. It's a cultural icon, transcending generations and influencing countless aspects of gaming, art, and media. Created by Japanese game designer Toru Iwatani, Pac-Man revolutionized the gaming industry with its innovative gameplay, universal appeal, and marketing genius. This video delves into the history of Pac-Man, exploring its development, groundbreaking impact, and its enduring legacy in the entertainment world that most people don't know. The birth of Pac-Man. The late 1970s and early 1980s marked the dawn of the golden age of arcade games, with titles like Space Invaders and Asteroids dominating the scene. However, these games primarily catered to male players, featuring themes of war, shooting, and destruction. Toru Iwatani, an employee at Namco, sought to create a game that would appeal to a broader audience, including women and children. His vision was to design a game centered around fun, non-violent themes that would provide a light-hearted gaming experience. Legend has it that Iwatani's inspiration for Pac-Man came from a pizza missing a slice. While eating pizza, he noticed the shape resembled a mouth, sparking the idea of a character that would revolve around eating. This simple yet innovative concept became the foundation for the game. The original Japanese name for the game, Pac-Man, derived from the Japanese word paku, meaning to munch or flap one's mouth. However, when Namco prepared to release the game internationally, they changed the name to Pac-Man to avoid potential vandalism of arcade machines by changing the P in Puck to an F. Gameplay mechanics. Unlike other arcade games of its era, Pac-Man introduced players to a completely new style of gameplay. Instead of shooting or dodging, players controlled a yellow, circular character navigating a maze filled with dots. The goal was simple: eat all the dots while avoiding colorful ghosts, Blinky, Pinky, Inky, and Clyde, that pursued the player relentlessly. To spice up the gameplay, the maze contained power pellets that temporarily turned the ghosts blue, allowing Pac-Man to eat them for extra points. This mechanic added a layer of strategy, as players had to decide the best time to eat the power pellets and turn the tables on their pursuers. Pac-Man was also one of the first games to feature distinct enemy AI behaviors. Each ghost had its personality and movement pattern, contributing to the game's depth and replayability. Blinky, red, aggressive and directly chases Pac-Man. Pinky, pink, attempts to ambush by predicting Pac-Man's movements. Inky, blue, unpredictable, using a mix of Blinky's position and Pac-Man's location to determine its path. Clyde, orange, switches between chasing Pac-Man and wandering randomly. Development and release. Development of Pac-Man began in 1979 and took approximately 18 months, an unusually long time for a game at the time. Iwatani led a small team of developers and artists, including programmer Shigeo Funaki and sound designer Toshio Kai. Together, they created a game that emphasized colorful graphics, charming characters, and engaging sound effects, all of which contributed to its mass appeal. Pac-Man debuted in Japan on May 22, 1980, but it wasn't an instant hit. The game's unique concept initially puzzled Japanese arcade goers who were accustomed to space shooters. However, its release in North America in October 1980, distributed by Midway Games, catapulted Pac-Man to unprecedented levels of popularity. The Pac-Man phenomenon. Upon its arrival in the US, Pac-Man became a cultural sensation, drawing players from all demographics. By the end of 1981, it had become the best-selling arcade game in the United States, with over 100,000 units sold. The game's success can be attributed to several factors. Accessibility. Unlike many arcade games of the era, Pac-Man had intuitive controls and gameplay mechanics that appealed to casual and hardcore gamers alike. Broad demographic appeal. By focusing on non-violent themes and a cheerful aesthetic, Pac-Man attracted women and younger players, expanding the traditional arcade audience. Merchandising and marketing. Namco and Midway capitalized on Pac-Man's popularity by licensing the character for a wide range of merchandise, from lunchboxes to clothing. This marketing strategy helped establish Pac-Man as a cultural icon. Catchy music and sound effects. Toshio Kai's sound design, including the iconic Waka Waka sound, made the game instantly recognizable and memorable. Innovative gameplay. The use of enemy AI, power-ups, and strategic elements set Pac-Man apart from its contemporaries. The birth of Ms. Pac-Man. In 1981, Ms. Pac-Man, an unauthorized sequel developed by General Computer Corporation, GCC, and later licensed by Midway, was released. Featuring improved graphics, multiple mazes, and slightly faster gameplay, Ms. Pac-Man expanded on the original game's formula and became a massive hit in its own right. The addition of a female protagonist resonated with female gamers, further cementing Pac-Man's legacy as a game for everyone. Cultural impact. Pac-Man wasn't just a video game, it was a cultural phenomenon. In the early 1980s, Pac-Man fever swept the globe, inspiring a hit song, Pac-Man Fever by Buckner and Garcia, an animated television series, and even a cereal. The character's cheerful demeanor and universal appeal made him a mascot for the burgeoning video game industry. The game also played a pivotal role in establishing the arcade as a mainstream entertainment venue. As Pac-Man drew more diverse audiences, arcades evolved from niche hangouts for tech enthusiasts into bustling social spaces for people of all ages. Challenges and decline. Despite its immense popularity, Pac-Man eventually faced challenges. The oversaturation of the market with poorly designed clones and knockoffs diluted the brand. Additionally, the video game crash of 1983 severely impacted the industry, leading to a decline in arcade gaming. While the Pac-Man franchise continued to release sequels and spin-offs, none achieved the same level of success as the original. The legacy of Pac-Man. Over 4 decades later, Pac-Man remains one of the most iconic and enduring video games of all time. Its influence can be seen in numerous aspects of modern gaming and pop culture. Influence on game design. The concept of power-ups, AI-driven enemies, and maze navigation has inspired countless games. Recognition as an art form. In 2010, Pac-Man was inducted into the Smithsonian Institution's National Museum of American History, recognizing its cultural and artistic significance. Enduring popularity, with re-releases on modern platforms, mobile adaptations, and appearances in media like Wreck-It Ralph and Pixels, Pac-Man continues to capture the imagination of new generations. World records and competitive play. The pursuit of a perfect score in Pac-Man, 3,333,360 points, has become a legendary challenge in the gaming community, achieved by only a handful of players. Pac-Man in the digital age. Namco, now Bandai Namco Entertainment, has successfully adapted Pac-Man for the digital age, introducing new titles such as Pac-Man Championship Edition and Pac-Man 256. These modern iterations preserve the essence of the original while incorporating innovative features and enhanced graphics to appeal to contemporary gamers. The franchise also embraced mobile gaming, with Pac-Man apps garnering millions of downloads. In 2015, Google even paid tribute to the game's 30th anniversary by creating a playable Pac-Man doodle, which became one of the most popular Google Doodles ever. Conclusion. The story of Pac-Man is one of innovation, universal appeal, and enduring cultural significance. From its humble beginnings as a pizza-inspired idea to its status as a global icon, Pac-Man has left an indelible mark on the gaming industry and pop culture. Its success story is a testament to the power of creative vision, strategic marketing, and the universal language of fun. Even after more than 40 years, Pac-Man continues to be a beacon of joy and nostalgia, proving that sometimes, the simplest ideas can have the most profound impact. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.